National Football League. And we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Commanders and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home. And then
a look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. A check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 13 carries, 57 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. We know they're going to be tough to throw on, top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gunter. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So here's a 3rd and 14. Off play action. Gunter. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers.
The Washington offense set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Gunter. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gunter. And that'll be off the mark. Too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points. Washington ready to try again on offense. first down. Gunter. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Gunter. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Herbert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gunter. And he comes back with one complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go again with Herbert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what all...
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gunter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Throwing on 1st down. Gunter. Buying time. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Gunter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
The Washington offense back out there. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gunter escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Gunter. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Baron Browning make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun. Gunter. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I put...
Now the Washington offense heading out. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Gunter dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Commander's first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Operating from the gun, Gunter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
Throwing to start the drive. Gunter.
Complete. It's Dodson.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Gunter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Gunter. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 63 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Gunter.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. On those slants, everything happened. Play action. Gunter finding Pittman, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Back to throw. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow, wow. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.